Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Okay, we're ready? All right. And welcome to another episode of Drink and Think Trivia, the podcast. The podcast where we think and you and we think. And I think I just said that twice in a row. Hold on a minute. Let me start again.
He froze up.
All right. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna. I can't go upstairs. So hopefully, this is the best This is the best I'm gonna be able to do tonight. All right, here we go. Welcome to another episode of Drink and Think Trivia, the podcast, where we drink and you think, or maybe it's we think and you drink. Who knows? I don't know. But we're here for another week. I'm Brian, as always, with Austin.
Hello.
And Doug.
How's it going?
So welcome to the episode. We're gonna get started this week. I believe Austin was the champion last week, and I do apologize that it didn't get published until a couple days late. I forgot.
I was the champion.
Yes.
Wait, how late are we talking here? Like,
I was like Friday or Saturday. Yeah.
So
it was like
not
yesterday.
Like today, or you're putting it off.
No.
Kind of thing.
No. I just forgot. Well, I knew I had to do it on Thursday, but Thursday, I was doing something, and then I left my house at like 4:00 and realized I hadn't done it, and I didn't get home till late. So, yeah, my watch is ringing for some reason. Anyway,
Dick Tracy calling you.
Yeah. Welcome to the podcast.
Hello.
Yeah. So, what's everybody drinking? Actually, I'll start off with the drinking since I was a champion.
Gonna let it go to your head.
Champion, yeah. Mostly because it's got the word "peen" in it.
Fair enough.
I'm drinking a what is it called? Mind Crawler. It's a double New England IPA. So hazy IPA, which is not my favorite styles, but it was there. This is from Widowmaker Brewing in Braintree, MA. It's Massachusetts, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds right.
Yep. We'll go with that. So let's crack this open. Hopefully this picks up. I know it's going to pick up on the video, but even gave it a little splatter. Definitely has some tropical notes there. Pouring into said glass.
No, it doesn't look like syrup this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely looked better than the last one.
Now that's a beautiful pour. Look at that. That's
Look
why.
at that.
Yeah, that's a good pour.
That's why I'm a beer tender.
That's why you're a professional beer pourer.
At an award-winning brewery.
Yes,
at an award-winning brewery.
That's true.
Definitely has some tropical notes on the nose. Give it a taste. Oh, that's really good. Yep, it reminds me of a little bit of Angry Alice, a little sweeter than our Angry Alice. Not as crisp. Definitely a little fruitier. I don't know what hops are in it. It doesn't say the hop build on it. And unfortunately, I'm not good enough.
Taste profile.
Yeah, I'm not good enough to identify hops by taste. So.
What's the mouthfeel?
The mouthfeel. Let's see.
It's like the worst thing in the world.
I know. It's almost like the word moist.
It's worse than that.
It has a mouthfeel. Not thick or anything. I don't think there's any lactose in it. But yeah, that's about it. Just nice, solid double IPA.
So what's the difference between a hazy and like a regular IPA?
A regular or West Coast style will be more bitter. You're going to get a lot more bitter notes on it, piney flavors. I think of an example. Usually they're more clear, and the hazies or New England styles The hops are different styles, so you get a little more tropical notes on them. They tend to taste a little sweeter, or you'll hear the juicy. You'll hear the word juicy a lot described because it has like a tropical note flavor, they're not as bitter. So I prefer the bitter IPAs.
Maybe
So,
that's my entry into IPAs is getting into the hazy ones because I'm
Yeah.
not a big fan of the bitter part of IPAs.
And
Oh.
it's funny because at the Great American Beer Festival Awards this past year, maybe the year before. Anyways, I want to say it was like the first or second year they actually had a hazy category, and it's always been referred to as New England because I guess it was developed in New England. Um, but none of the New England breweries won. It was all West Coast breweries that won in the New England style.
Weird.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know someone's going to call me out my beer knowledge. That's my extensive beer knowledge. Like that. That's pretty much, basic knowledge there.
Guys, 20 people listen to this podcast, and I'm sure we know all of them, so let's let them call us out.
Yeah, we're all for that. If you're new too, we enjoy if people call us out. So don't be afraid to send us messages with death threats and all that good stuff because we screwed up what beers are like. Which really, if that's what you're getting upset about, you really need something else in your life. Like go get laid. I don't know. Damn.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice solid.
What you got there, Doug?
So I am drinking Maker's Mark Private Select Bourbon Whiskey.
Oh.
So got it as a gift from buddy's father-in-law, and yeah, take it. Smells really good.
What do you think about
really
That's a higher proof, isn't it? The
Yep. Ooh. That first one always goes down weird. It's 55.55% alcohol, so 111.
Yeah.
Now, do you do the whole? I was taught by my father. My father-in-law is a big bourbon expert. He's the one that taught me don't breathe when you sip. Just like kind of hold your breath, sip, let it go down, and then breathe.
So I have never done that. Like, okay, so I've done it not on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
It's that's just how I happen to take a sip, and I have noticed there's differences in flavors doing that. But it's not something that I've ever heard of or have ever done on purpose. But yeah, I could see where that would be a
for
thing.
me, it burns a lot less if I don't breathe. So then by doing that,
interesting.
I let the bourbon kind of coat my mouth, swallow, give it a second, and then I'll breathe.
This episode is rife with discussions on the mouth.
Yeah. I don't think I breathe when I drink because like I eat. I've been told my drinking style is eating where like I fill my mouth and then drink that. And then like, so if I'm chugging, I have to like cut the flow off while the can is still tipped up to finish what's in my mouth and then fill up again. So I don't think I really breathe when I drink, but that might just be me. I don't know.
I think we found the title of this week's episode.
I just remember there was one day. I was in grad school. We were at like all the first and second years were going to a bar together, and this one girl was like, "I can't." She got like a big tall fatty mug of like some cider or something, and she's like, "Oh, I'm ready to leave." Like, "Hey, Doug, finish this." And I was like, "Okay, we're going, and you have like 3/4 of a fatty mug left." She's like, "Oh, just chug it real quick." I was like, "Okay." And so I chugged it. I put it down, didn't think about it. And she goes, "Yeah, you eat beer." Like that's weird. Okay. I guess that's just the style of drinking. Instead of it just letting it flow directly from cup to throat, you stop it in the mouth.
I mean, that's what you'd always do. Just, yeah.
So you get more taste that way.
Yeah, that's what I'd say. But
yeah,
I don't know. I knew guys who could like we would chug water bottles at the beginning of every game when I was in the marching band. We'd make a competition out of it, and the guy who would always win would grab the bottle from the back and like crush it while it was in his mouth, and it would just disappear. It was the weirdest thing ever, because he would finish the water bottle and it'd be a good 3 or 4 seconds before the next person finished, and he just walked it off like it was no big deal.
That's a very strange competition to have.
Yeah, I know.
Who can drink this water the fastest?
I can drink water not that fast, but like, give me a water bottle and I'll crush it in a few seconds.
Sure, if I have to.
That's the way I drink. Just water, for whatever reason, I will gulp water. I will glass of water down.
If I'm thirsty enough, absolutely.
If it's in my hand, it's going away. That's pretty much how it works.
Lots of innuendos this week.
Brian, what are you drinking today?
What are you putting in your mouth, Brian?
If it's in my hand, it's going away. Title your sex tape, Doug.
Fair enough.
Well, I, like you, Doug, I have a bourbon whiskey this week. Is Elijah Craig Small Batch. It's a 94 proof. It's actually won. I was on their website earlier. It's won a few awards. In 2018, it won the best small batch and double gold at the San Francisco World Spirits Competition. It's 94 proof. It's, I mean, like any bourbon, it's sweet. There's some vanilla, some sweet, fruity flavor, a little bit of smoke. And the wood is quite pronounced, which is, I mean, it's what I like in my bourbon. So it's pretty good. It's a pretty good drink.
Speaking of bourbon, I came across this, I guess up in Maryland. Where's this guy? Ellicott City. He's liquidating his entire bourbon collection. And there is some primo stuff in here. Like Blanton, straight from the barrel.
Wow.
He's got like tons
Is this just a dude, like a regular guy?
I think so. He's a whiskey bourbon collector. He's liquidating his collection of fine and rare spirits. Pappy Van Winkle, various selections of Orphan Barrel, Blood Oath, Angel's Envy, Buffalo Trace Antique Collection, and more. And the picture is like he's got tons of stuff.
Ooh.
Right now,
is he charging?
It's an auction. So
good prices?
I mean, I guess so. Eagle Rare 2017. Pappy 23 year. Sazerac 18 year.
I bought Eagle Rare at the liquor store for $30 in 2017, so I wouldn't really.
This one is what is this special? A 17-year-old. It's got Weller 12-year. Blanton's La Maison de Whiskey. What is that? That is a. Anyways, but it's a bunch of stuff on there. The highest is a Pappy Van Winkle 15-year. Right now, it's going for $1,100.
Average.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm. It's about average.
Must be nice.
Retail's like $200.
Oh yeah. I bought one of those orphan bottles once a couple years ago. Are you familiar with the orphan bottles, orphan series?
Yeah.
For listeners, it's basically a distillery, found distillery. They found a whole bunch of barrels of bourbon and decided to release them. But it's various years, and I bought the. This was a 20-year. I came across it once at the ABC store. So I bought it. It was good. It was really too smoky for me, or too oaky, or too smoky for me. Otherwise, it was good.
Nice.
All right.
Oh, so shall we get into the other portion people will come to listen to us about?
Yes, let's. So
thinking prowess.
We're basically going to ask each other questions, and just whoever comes out on top is the winner. Just a reminder, I won last week. My first win of the podcast. After coming in last place many times.
Proud of you.
I know. I'm proud of myself. Pat myself on the back there.
You tied me the week before that when Brian crushed us.
Yeah.
So technically still last place, but We shared it.
So I get to choose where I get to go. I will. I'm gonna ask my questions first.
All right. Nice. You.
I need to find my notepad. There we go. So earlier today in chat, as we were talking about recording tonight, I asked if there was a specific theme, to which Brian replied 8:30.
I definitely read that wrong.
He read that wrong and assumed I was asking about time. But I took it and ran with it. So that is the theme of my questions, is 8:30.
Okay.
8:30 as in August 30th in history.
Oh, boy.
So these are events that happened on August 30th throughout history.
Okay.
8:30. Because I couldn't find too many things that actually happened at 8:30.
I would have been surprised if you had found stuff that was like at 8:30 exactly.
I know. Well, a lot of it was kind of questionable too, or too esoteric, too like way off. All right. 8:30, 1682. William Penn leaves England to sail to the New World and founded what state?
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Okay. Final
Penn's
answers?
Woods. Remember, Austin, I'm from Pennsylvania.
Okay.
It means Penn's Woods. He's a Quaker.
I lived in Virginia. I literally live next to Mount George Washington's estate. I've been there like twice. I used to live literally right next to it. I was his next door neighbor.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big estate.
Interesting.
So, I mean, you could live in one of many neighborhoods and be his next door neighbor.
Still pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. All right, 8:30, 1862. This Civil War battle ended with a Confederate victory over the Union. Which battle?
1862 with a Confederate victory?
Over the Union, yep.
Bull Run?
Fredericksburg?
Yeah. I don't know. Would guess
don't forget,
Bull Run.
There were two Bull Run battles.
Don't make me pick. I'm going to say 1.
Okay.
Because I feel like the Union would have started winning later. but I don't know. Look, I'm not sure on the whole Bull Run in the first place. So,
wasn't that called the Battle of the Wilderness at one point, something like that, or is that Chancellorsville?
I don't know. And where were we going with Doug? You said Fredericksburg?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 8:30, 1890. The first U.S. law requiring inspection of meat passes. Who was the president that passed that law?
In what year?
1890.
McKinley? No. Garfield. James Garfield.
Garfield, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. McKinley kind of itches my brain.
Yeah, so it could be. So if you were to say McKinley and get it right, I wouldn't be surprised. But the only reason I say Garfield is because I'm pretty sure Teddy Roosevelt became president when McKinley was assassinated. And Roosevelt was president in the early the 1900s.
So who was before McKinley?
I don't know. I just know Arthur maybe, or I know Garfield and McKinley were the two that were assassinated real close to each other.
I'll go with McKinley.
McKinley.
I'm gonna stick with Garfield. But right. Yeah.
8:30.
It's gonna be one of those BS presidents that no one remembers who didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Except pass the first U.S. law requiring inspection of meat.
Was that when The Jungle came out too?
8:30, 2015. Kanye West announces what at the MTV Video Music Awards?
Say that again.
2015.
August 30th,
August 30th, 2015. Kanye West announces what at the MTV Video Music Awards?
that he's running for president.
No, I don't think that
He's
happened
insane.
until later.
Because he's insane.
His support for Donald Trump.
Okay. And lastly,
okay, go ahead.
This artist gave his final live performance, a charity show. I'm sorry, 1972, August 30th, 1972. This artist gave his final live performance, a charity show for children at Madison Square Garden.
Elvis Presley.
Freddie Mercury.
Okay.
I say Elvis Presley.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. First question. William Penn leaves England to sail the New World and founded Pennsylvania.
Duh.
Boom.
All right. I was hoping the obvious thing would throw you off.
Did William Penn found Kentucky?
Pennsylvania. That's where my mind would go. I was like, well, Pennsylvania is too obvious. The Civil War battle ended with a Confederate victory over the Union. Which battle? It was the Battle of Bull Run, Part 2. Electric Boogaloo.
Damn it.
It went from the 29th to the 30th.
All right.
August 30th, 1890, the president that passed the meat inspection law. You were right in the sense that it was a president that nobody knew. Benjamin Harrison.
No. Yeah, never would have gotten that. Never would have gotten that.
All right, Kanye West announces what at the MTV Music Awards in 2015? He announced he was running for president in 2020.
What?
Yeah.
5 years ahead of time he did that?
Jeez.
He probably saw
He's truly insane.
Donald Trump running, so he figured, oh, shit, I could do it too. Shit.
Yeah, he's truly insane.
Yeah. Well, and then didn't all the signatures that qualify him to be on the ballot, a bunch of them were found to be fraudulent?
Yeah, I think so. He was invalid on several state ballots or something like that. Or he didn't get enough signatures.
Mm-hmm. Or at Wisconsin, I think he was 10 minutes late and they wouldn't let him on.
No.
In submitting.
You're multimillionaire. You can't pay someone to get there on time. Come on.
Yeah.
August 30th, 1972, the artist that gave his final live performance, along with his wife, a charity show for children at Madison Square Garden, John Lennon and Yoko Ono. I didn't want to say with his wife.
I didn't hear you say along with his wife.
No, I didn't say it in the question.
I would have guessed.
Yeah, I didn't put that in the question because that would have given it away.
He was assassinated in 1980. His last performance was 1972.
Yeah. I'm sure he did impromptu things, on the streets or from his bed. But his last concert was 1972.
He was a strange dude too.
Yeah, he started getting really weird in his later life.
Yoko Ono is also a massive piece of shit. So,
well, as much as I love the Beatles,
did you see that she
and I idolized the Beatles, John Lennon also was a piece of shit. So,
did you see that Yoko Ono was suing their kid or Lennon's kid for letters that Lennon had written to his kid? It was in his personal collection, and she was suing so that his kid couldn't get the letters that he wrote her, him, them, whoever.
Yeah.
Weird.
I think it was Sean? Julian? Maybe it's Sean.
One of them. But you have to be a certain piece of special shit to sue a child so that not a child, but sue someone that they can't get letters written to them.
Yeah.
All right, so that puts a score Brian 2, Doug 1.
Okay, where's his second one come from?
He got the President Kanye won in Pennsylvania.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Tanya.
All right.
All right. Well, Brian, since you're in the lead, do you want to go next or do you want to go third?
All right. Here's the thing. I had a topic, and then I changed it right before we signed on, and I still had questions. Then, as we were talking earlier, I decided I wanted to change my topic again, so that I'm kind of like surfing around right now looking for questions.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you a choice on topic, and I think I already know what you're going to pick. But here we go. Okay, how about this? First, second, or third? Do you want my first original topic, the one that I changed it to right before we signed on, or the third one that I've been searching around looking for questions for?
Third one.
Yeah, I'm going to go
The
with the third
third one.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the third one too.
That was not a smart move, guys.
Oh, no.
Well, no,
Is
it's
it
more
First
like,
topic.
for me, it's like
No.
I want to know what you found more interesting than your first two topics were.
I don't find it more interesting. I find it more related to the episode.
Oh, okay.
The first topic was barbecue.
All right.
Okay.
The second topic was the Nickelodeon television show Rugrats.
Damn it. I would have.
And the third topic is trivia about mouths.
Mouthfeel.
All about your mouth.
Okay.
Oh, great.
So,
You need more time? Should Doug go?
No, I can do it.
Okay.
I could do it. All right.
Coming with questions on the fly, folks.
Yes, that's exactly what's going to happen. I have about 5 or 6 tabs opened here. All right. There are approximately how many taste buds in our mouth?
How many taste buds in your mouth?
Yes.
Are you going to give us like close
Within a certain
to
number?
it or
Within a certain number?
Yeah. Well,
That means it's either too low.
I want to either. Okay, I'll let you guys choose. Within a certain number, or whoever gets closest gets the point.
I'll say closest.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay.
I'll say 7,000.
Doug says 7,000 taste buds.
I want to say it's something like 192.
So I'm going to ask you a question here, Austin.
Okay.
Doug said 7,000, and you think it's less. Why did you say 6,999? There's no
True.
There's no benefit to doing anything else if you think it's less than 7,000.
Should have just picked $1. $1.
Yeah.
Are you prices writing me right now?
No, that makes perfect sense. He's got a point.
I mean, I thought about the flaw in that logic as Doug said his answer. I'm like, oh, Austin could just pick one above or one below.
That's true. Yeah. I shouldn't have answered first. Now that I think I got to.
All right. Well, anyway, Austin, what's your answer?
Oh man, I'll say 6,999 just to be less than Doug and closer. It's less, but I'm still thinking it's like 192, like 200.
Okay. Oh man. I would like for you guys to name me the 4 different types of teeth.
Incisors, molars,
canines or eye teeth,
canines, and whatever these ones are.
your front teeth, your
front teeth? Baby teeth?
Because your wisdom would fall under molars, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Molars, incisors.
Molars, incisors, canine.
Wait, are your incisors your canines?
I don't know. I just know that's a type of teeth.
Damn.
No, I think like the incisors are like the ones right past the fang, but not all the way back, and like your molars are like the last couple ones in the back. Maybe. I could be completely BSing my answer.
Or is it the one before the? Because there's a tooth right before your canines as well. It's like your front two. Well, I guess front four, and then your canines. So what's between your molars and your canines then?
For those look on, you'll see this on video eventually, but I'm like, my fingers are in my mouth, feeling like
Yeah, it's just not like I'm feeling my.
Oh, man.
I'm just gonna say the ones in front of the molars as the fourth one.
Are those like the masticating? Is that teeth? No, is that?
That's chewing.
Yeah.
Which,
So-
by the way, sounds a lot worse when you say that.
Yeah. I'm gonna go masticate for a little while.
Yeah.
Don't bother me, Mom. I'm masticating. Incisors, molars, canine. Now we could be completely wrong with canine. That could actually not be a thing, and we're just making it a thing.
Maybe. I think the incisors are front four or front two. So we're either trying to figure out what the ones are that are between
The molar and
the
the front.
two, the molar and your canine, or between your canine and your front. So we're either saying all four front ones are the incisors, or we're saying the front two are your incisors, and then it's something canines and then molars. I think it's I'm just gonna call them the ones before the molars, the one between the molar and the canine.
I'm going to call them the
I don't
frontal
know what
teeth. The frontal.
Frontal teeth.
Frontal teeth.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. All right. I think I have an answer there. All right. So the uvula, the hangy ball.
Mhm.
What is its primary function?
Oh.
Isn't it gag reflex?
No. One of those useless things? It's like it's just a useless thing?
No,
like
it's definitely not useless. Well, you don't need it, but it is used for this particular thing. But if you get it removed, you could still do this action.
Is it swallowing your tongue? Prevents you from swallowing your tongue? I'm going to go with that.
Okay.
So maybe it triggers the esophagus to change to the stomach tube instead of the air tube.
Oh, that's a good one. Regulates the flow.
Which I feel like you could do anyway without it, but maybe it's like a trigger or something.
You gotta sip something.
I want to say it's gag reflex, but I feel like gag reflex is partially mental. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick with
Yes,
preventing you from swallowing the tongue. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick with the food hole and the air hole.
Crap, where did I go? Okay. I think we're on the fourth question now, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Those little bumps on your tongue, they're not your taste buds. What are they actually called?
Oh. The PH word. Um, like philatai, philia. It's like a PHYOLL word.
Phlebotomy. I don't know. I'm gonna say the bumpy parts on your tongue.
I don't know the exact word, but it's like PHYOLL something.
Okay. Doug, you're still going with bumpy parts on your tongue?
Yep.
Okay.
I know that.
All right.
I know they like turn into canker sores or can contribute to canker sores.
It's like philia. I was supposed to say philia.
I mean, they would be used in that, but filaments.
No, not filaments.
I know. That's
I only know
just
this
an
because
F,
I
but...
think it's the same thing. Like we just took my daughter to the doctor because she had we know she had a black tongue, and they thought it might be thrush, but it turned out it's basically the things on her tongue just basically retain the sediment from the milk or something, and it oxidizes, which turned it black. So she apparently just has like
interesting.
Have extra of those things that capture it.
Huh.
Huh.
Interesting.
All right.
That's what I'm going with.
So the final question is. Well, hold on, let me read it. The most common and preventable disease in children affects nearly 42% of all American children each year. It's in the mouth. What is it?
Hand, mouth, foot disease?
Yeah, I was about to say that. Hand, mouth, foot disease?
No, hold on. I'm gonna give you a small hint because I personally would not consider it a disease, but it is a medical or a dental condition.
Oh.
But I understand why it could be called a disease. I personally wouldn't.
Cleft palate?
Say that it is.
Run that by me again. What's the question again?
The most common and preventable disease in American children every year is what? 42% of American children are affected by it.
Cavities? Cavities disease?
Cavities?
I'll go.
Okay.
I'll go with cavities. You saying that you didn't think it was a disease.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with cavity. Because I feel like cleft palate isn't that... I don't think... Well, A, it's not preventable, and I also don't think it's...
40%
I don't think it's that common.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
going
going
with cavities.
Cavities, too.
It probably has some sort of medical term for it.
Here are your answers.
Oh, before we go to our answers, let's go to our sponsors.
That's right.
Oh, yes. Yes, we'll be right back after these messages. Got a long enough pause, Doug?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Welcome back, everyone. Doug and Austin just went through a whole round on mouths. They did this to themselves. They could have had a Rugrats round.
I wanted the Rugrats round so
But
bad.
instead, they did a mouth round.
Mouth feels weird now.
I came up with these questions on the fly, but we're about to get these answers.
They were good questions.
So here we go. There are approximately 10,000 taste buds in your mouth.
Wow.
So Doug got the point there.
I was off by 3,001.
Yeah, yes, exactly. The 4 different types of teeth in our mouth are incisors, which are these little guys.
Okay.
Right here, these 4.
So the front 4.
Canines are the pointy ones.
Okay.
Molars are the ones you masticate with. And you guys were so close. You were like, oh, it's the ones between the molars and the incisors. Or the canines, I mean. And that is true. They're called premolars.
Damn it!
Premolar even ran to my head too. Like I was like,
I think I said like before the molars or something, which would
it would be.
Damn it! I was so close.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna. It was one of those premolar actually went in my head, but I was like, oh, that's stupid.
All right, the uvula's primary function. It is for speech.
Oh.
So the purpose of the uvula has been debated, but scientists agree that it's there to help with speech.
Interesting.
And it is completely unique to humans. No other animal has it.
That's why we can talk.
Huh.
Yep.
So
Go ahead. What?
Nothing. Just go ahead.
Okay. The bumps on the tongue are called, Austin, you were very close, called papillae. 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 And you talking about the baby, they're having too many of them. So this thing that I'm reading here says the downside of papillae is that the rough texture they create leaves many tiny gaps for bacteria to grow in. So if you have too many, it's gonna trap more stuff.
I think I also have it too because I have a serrated tongue, which I'd show on camera, but I guess it's debatable. Some people find it gross. Some people find it cool. It looks like I gnawed my tongue, so it's like I'll show you guys. Video warning, folks. I'll show my tongue on camera. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, jeez. Huh.
It looks like I chewed up my tongue. It's got these gaps in it.
Your face is clear. Now you came back.
Oh, you missed it? You missed the whole thing, Brian.
You missed it.
Yeah, missed the whole thing.
Jeez.
It looked like stretch marks on his tongue.
Yeah. So, but it causes me to have, people who eat like acidic foods and their tongue starts burning. Like I'm real sensitive to that.
Huh. So no pineapple for you.
I can do pineapple, but like I get a lot with apples. Some veggies. It also affects my palate a little bit, which is why I favor.
All right, and the last question.
Which is why I favor like bitter foods over sweet foods.
Oh, that's why I like beer so much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Medical reason for it.
Right. Our last question.
All right. Cavities are the most common and preventable disease in children.
Boom.
So you guys got it right at the end there. I hope somebody's keeping track of scores because I was.
Yep.
Doug got the taste buds.
And the cavities. So that's 3 total for me.
The cavities. And what else did you get? Okay, 3 to 2
Austin has 1
to 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have 2.
I should have got that.
So an interesting one.
The palpate. What was it called?
Papillae.
Papillae,
something like that.
All right.
Yeah.
So my round is on Studio Ghibli, a production company of sorts. I'm sure that you've seen some of their movies, Spirited Away, Kiki's Delivery Services, My Neighbor Totoro, some like the big ones. It's a big Japanese production company. I've been on this big kick because HBO Max put all of their movies out. I'll put all the Ghibli movies out, so I've been watching a bunch of those. So figured I'd do a round on it. So if you've got kids or whatnot, highly would recommend. These are great, really super well animated, have great stories.
Oh, let me. I'm sorry, I'm going to interrupt you for a second. So Paige, who's one of our regular listeners and supporters, so for our Lord of the Rings event, she's challenging herself to read all the books and watch all the movies before the night comes. So she's got 2 weeks to read all the books. And
Who?
Paige. She's trying to read all the books.
Oh, is she going to really do that? Oh my God!
So she just posted a progress report that she's doing audiobooks. So she's managed to finish the first book, 19 hours, and watch the first theatrical release. To which I replied, "But did you watch the extended edition?"
The extended edition is where it's at.
Oh man, she's gonna hate me now when she listens to this.
I'm gonna have to pick a weekend and just get a bunch of beer and pizza and sit down and just make sure I'm up to date.
No, Paige, we love you. Thank you for supporting us, and we really appreciate that. Good luck with that challenge there. I told her
that is a hell of an undertaking.
I told her like I'm gonna feel like I got to write worthy questions now. She's gonna go through all that trouble.
Yeah, I think Mitch said that he was also going to
even make it through one of the movies. So,
wow. All right. So get on to my questions then. Like I said, Studio Ghibli. So number one, Studio Ghibli is known for such treasures as My Neighbor Totoro, Ponyo, Spirited Away, and Princess Mononoke. One family name is most associated with Studio Ghibli, though, as a screenwriter and a director in almost every Studio Ghibli film put out. What family am I talking about?
Miyazaki.
Okay.
Yeah, Miyazaki.
Why do I get the feeling that Brian's just going to copy answers? So the list of Ghibli films is long. Starting back in the 1980s is when they put out theatrical feature-length films. How many feature films are accredited to the studio as of 2021?
Ooh.
I missed the first half of that question.
I'll give you So the list of Ghibli films is long. How many feature films are accredited to the studio as of 2021? I'll give you within 2.
Uh-oh. Brian gave up.
Brian's just like, screw this, and left. But while we wait for him, talk me through your thought process here.
No, it's below 20. I'm going to say it's below 20. I'm thinking somewhere between 12 and 18. So I want to go with 14.
14?
I'm going to go with 14.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. My computer, my network crapped out, so here I am on my phone. What did I miss?
So, how many feature films are accredited to Studio Ghibli as of 2021? Brian guessed 14.
I guessed 14.
Or Austin guessed 14, sorry.
Uh-oh.
I don't even know what Studio Ghibli is.
Super breaking up.
Turn your video off, Brian.
Fucker. Hold on.
That way at least we can get audio.
How's that?
Hello? Uh-oh.
Nope. There he is.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. I said an even dozen.
An even dozen. Okay.
Right.
So 14 and a dozen. Well, so both of you are going to feel weird now. Of the list of films created by Studio Ghibli, a whopping 14 movies have scored 90% or higher on Rotten Tomato. Give me 3 of them.
I'm going to go with Spirited Away. My Neighbor Totoro.
Okay.
Howl's Moving Castle. Probably going to go popular one. So like Howl's Moving Castle. What's another one? Kiki's Delivery Service.
Okay. I guess I'll give you 4 guesses for 3 of the top. Brian?
My guesses are going to be none, because I don't know anything about Studio Ghibli.
Okay. Number 4. Studio Ghibli has its hand in pretty much every animation project since like the 1970s. With that being said, on the projects that Ghibli did not directly produce, what was their main contribution to other films, animes, short films, or whatnot? So if they're not producing, they're normally like involved to helping out in this capacity normally. What capacity is that?
Someone said they did the animation.
Yeah, animation, just animators.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm...
All right. And number 5, last but not least, let's talk about current events. Recently released to HBO Max and making a whopping $150,000 in theaters in America, an astounding 34% on Rotten Tomatoes, the lowest of all their films. What was the most recent Studio Ghibli film release?
What is it called? Something and the Witch. Ingrid and the Witch? Is that what it's called? Ingrid and the Witch? Ludwig and the Witch? Because I remember it was very similar to Hedwig and the Angry Inch, the title. I want to say it was like Ingrid and the Witch or something like that.
No idea.
Or Ludwig and the Witch?
So close. So close.
Ludwig? Is it Hedwig? No, it's not Hedwig. Something and the Witch.
With no idea.
Oh my god!
If I was, don't know.
Okay. Well,
I keep seeing ads for it too, and it's on my to watch list too.
I don't know how much I would recommend it. It got that 34% on Rotten Tomatoes for a reason.
But it's also too just like I might as well just watch as many. Still, it's part of Studio Ghibli.
Yeah.
It's not Ingrid. No, because Ingrid Mickleson is the voice. Or no. Something and the Witch.
You got the second part right.
I know. Not Ludwig. Is it Hedwig? I don't think it can't be Hedwig. I don't know. I'll say Hedwig and the Witch.
Okay. So just like before I give you the answer, just the other stuff that they've had their hand in. Name literally any anime ever made, and they probably had a hand in it as a supporting role. I mean, everything from back in the 80s to like current stuff.
Yeah.
But so, of the family name was Miyazaki, so both of you got that. It's Hayao Miyazaki. Lately, his son Goro Miyazaki has been taking over. There are 23 films to the Ghibli name. 14 have scored 90% or higher on Rotten Tomato. Those are The Cat Returns, When Marnie Was There, Ponyo, Princess Mononoke, My Neighbor Totoro, Whisper of the Heart, Porco Rosso, Arrietty, Castle in the Sky, Spirit Away, Kiki's Delivery Stores, Grave of the Fireflies, Only Yesterday, and The Tale of the Princess Kaguya.
Oh, I forgot.
Of those 14, 3 of them had 100% on Rotten Tomato. Those last 3 had 100%.
Grave of the Fire. I forgot Grave of the Fireflies was one of them.
That's one of the ones that Miyazaki wasn't a part of.
That's, folks, if you haven't watched it, watch it. And like, that's a very depressing movie.
It hits you right in the feels.
Oh my god! Like, I was not prepared for that when I first saw it.
If you want a more upbeat one, Spirited Away is a good one. They also won Best Animated Film that year at the Academy Awards with that. Ghibli, when they are not in a production role, they are in an animation role. They are a big animation studio, associate, or corporation. And last but not least, released, I want to say at the end of 2020, the release date, December 30th, 2020, was Earwig and the Witch.
Damn it.
You kept saying the wig part 2. Edwig. Yeah, I was like, oh, you got it. You're so close. But with that,
He went through
we
all the
actually have
wigs
a tie. So the scores right now are Doug 3, Austin 4, Brian 4.
Ooh.
Oh, snap.
Because Brian decided to. Brian said Miyazaki, which put him at 4. And Austin got 3.
Here's what I'm going to say. I will give it to Austin because I knew nothing about Studio Ghibli. The only answer in the entire round that I did on my own was the animation thing because honestly,
it made sense.
There's only a few. Yes, exactly. So we'll give Austin the repeat, the back-to-back.
Oh, the
victory.
back-to-back ships. Look at that.
Back-to-back ships, baby. Ferda.
Play My Neighbor Totoro music.
Doug, did you have a tiebreaker planned?
I did not. I did not.
Oh, damn. Okay, I was going to say we should just do it anyway for the hell of it. Hey, get that victory music going.
Yeah. So I will play your victory music. Austin, you are
right.
the once and featured champion.
Saved by Studio Ghibli. Saved by Studio Ghibli.
I need to I think I need to start consulting with you guys because I'm starting to realize that there's some crossover in our interests, but some of them are not at all.
Totally.
I'll do 90s sitcoms next or something. I don't know.
There you go.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Doug, you should just do a round on Broadway plays that have airplanes. And me and Austin.
Well, there was Catch Me If You Can. They did a musical on that.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. It's got planes in it.
Yeah.
Did you know that Tyler Perry did a on-stage production of Medea?
Yeah. He had a whole series.
Surprised me. I didn't know that. He had a whole
series of them.
I did not know that until last night. I was watching TV and one of the commercials was that, and then I guess there's some new series he put out called The Oval.
A lot of his earlier TV shows and movies were based off of a lot of his plays. So
interesting. Cool. I did not know he was in plays.
Yeah, he did a lot of plays, and they would attract a lot of black audiences, and there were a lot of good stuff. And he did a whole bunch of series of plays. And I don't know if that's where he got to start from, but I know that's where I knew him from originally was through his Playworks. So it was good. I've seen because it was Medea was his main character that he would play, and there was a Christmas one I went to, and another one, but I don't remember it very well because I was very drunk. But I remember going to one.
Solid.
Yeah, some friends of mine took me, and I don't remember it very well. So anyway, yeah, good stuff.
Nice. Well,
that's how we started this empire. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, thank you all for joining us. This has been a wonderful time. Austin crushing us once again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Upcoming, we've got end of February, the last Thursday in February, we have our Lord of the Rings theme trivia on the 25th. If you want to play with us weekly Thursdays at 7:00, we are on twitch.tv/Drink and Think Trivia.
It also looks like we're going to be going live again in March in Falls Church at the Casual Pint if you happen to be in Northern.
Yep.
Yeah. Sweet.
So, hopefully, I think they're going to resume the outdoor area. March should be a little warmer. Hopefully.
Yes. Yeah. Hopefully. I need to confirm with everyone, and we'll make the official announcement. But you heard it here first, guys. Looks like that's when it's going to be.
Sweet. Ooh. They do have a nice outdoor setting for those in the area.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
I really like it there. It's just too far away from me.
And we have a contactless scoring too, so you guys don't have to worry about touching any paper or anything like that or coming close to anybody.
You only have to worry about your own phone. So however dirty your own phone is,
Make sure to keep charged.
And if your phone has COVID, well, then that means you probably do too.
Yep.
And you shouldn't be at trivia.
Yes.
All right, folks.
All right, everyone. Well, we will see you next time.
Thank you and good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Sweet.
All right, we're out.